Which finger?
I'm not
Do you want a
sure.
finger? Is that alright? Okay. Which finger do you want to use?
But
He turns it down all the way, so it's the least amount of pricking.
Prickness.
Prickness. Which one? This one?
this
Okay.
side.
I usually do it on the side because it hurts less. You can see all the calluses. And if it doesn't come out
And there's
right away,
something sticking out of
you
your
can
face.
squeeze it. And so then
A
here,
little bit forward.
you guys look. You got a drop of blood. All you need is about that much.
Okay.
Alright, and you put it on the side of this thing, and then when it goes there, then you wait for a few seconds to see what it is. 237, what does this say?
248.
So it's pretty close. That's pretty good. They're not always, you know,
In sync.
they're not always in sync. So then, for giving him insulin, so I have this pump locked so that he can't press the buttons and give himself insulin. That's what you do with a toddler.
That's a good idea.
So I'm not going to show him how to unlock it. So it tells you,
Now can I see?
click on menu, and then to do a bolus is when you, so this pump always has insulin a little bit going into him day and night, you know, just to keep him on an even keel if he didn't eat anything, but when he eats carbohydrates, he has to have like a bolus of spurt of more insulin. So you go on bolus, and so I always tell the pump how much to get, like how much basal to get, you know, the doctor.
I have a question.
Figure that out with the
Is
doctor.
there insulin in there?
Yeah, in a little
Compartment.
yeah, a little
Container.
In mine you can see.
How much is there?
It's only like the little thing.
Why did you bother?
This will be about 3 days.
Really?
This will last about 3 days.
Wow. So you don't need like a bajillion pounds of syrup.
Caleb.
Yeah.
You know this inhalable.
Caleb just got here at 10:55. We're having lunch.
Oh, really? You guys are going.
What a coincidence.
Not at the cafeteria.
So I tell the pump how many grams of carbohydrate he's eating. And I'm going to guess this apple's about 20. Okay?
Okay.
A regular piece of fruit would be about 15. It's a little bigger, so I'm guessing. I mean, you ideally would weigh it, but I don't know the scale. And then I put in how much his blood sugar was, which was about 237.
Yep.
And so it'll give extra to bring that down. Okay. 230. And then it tells you, it'll tell me, okay, he'll need 2.05 units of insulin. And insulin is weird because they measure it in units and they just call it units.
That's weird.
Yeah.
He doesn't say like,
It's not like milligrams or anything, it's units. And I don't know what it is.
unit's supposed to be like
And they're tiny amounts. I mean, it's a tiny amount. You know, like that whole thing will last for 3 days. And he'll, like, this is probably enough. This is enough for him for 3 days. We're going on. So,
Teddy, yours must be a pain in the butt.
this is in his butt. Mine's right here. He doesn't have enough fat, you know, here, like I do. And so you can actually take it off, like when you go swimming or you take a shower, you can just take it off.
so it doesn't go wet.
So this part can come off, but the tube stays in you for 3 days, and then every 3 days, put it in another place.
This is the first LEGO League 2010 Body Forward project. We did our projects on type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is also known as juvenile diabetes because it usually occurs in childhood or adulthood. It is a disease where the pancreas produces little or no insulin. Insulin is a hormone that lets the energy from food we eat to enter the body's cells. If you don't have enough insulin, then the sugar from the food you eat stays in the blood and makes high blood sugar levels. If the blood sugar is too high or for a long period of time, it can cause blindness, kidney disease, nerve damage, and other complications. Type 1 diabetes is a type of autoimmune disease because the body's own immune system attacks the cells in the pancreas that produce insulin. People with type 1 diabetes have to take insulin to stay alive, but they have to be careful because they don't want too much or too little. It is hard to keep the balance, but it is important.
To treat type 1 diabetes, you need to do two things. First, check your blood sugar. And second, take insulin. To check your blood sugar, you can either use an insulin pump or use syringes whenever you eat.
There are some new technologies that may be developed more in the next few years that will be able to treat diabetes. And one of them is the artificial pancreas. Their goal is to get it on a belt, but it's too large now. So what the artificial pancreas does is it checks your blood sugar, sends that value to a computer, and the computer runs that through a customized equation, customized specifically for that specific patient. And then the computer sends the value coming out of that equation to the insulin pump, which tells the insulin pump how much insulin it needs to give.
The problem we are trying to solve is better indication of low blood sugar levels in children. This is important since people can die from low blood sugar. My brother has had type 1 diabetes for 4 years now, and he's almost 6 years old. My parents don't always hear his continuous glucose monitor when it alarms. Diabetes can be hard to manage in young children for a few reasons. Kids do not always notice when they're low and might not want to stop playing. 2. Kids have to be with someone who knows how to manage diabetes and all the time and can't always go to camp or do other things. People go.
So this is our belt for the continuous glucose monitor. It sends out a signal to the belt every time your blood sugar is low or high, and it makes the lights go on. So there you go. Okay, cool. So if your blood sugar is too low, this would go off and alert you that you need to take insulin or not take insulin. Eat something.